I want to talk money again because money talks. I was reading an article and I was like, very, very interesting what's going on. So what this article is saying is, what do we know about the new Ye and Adidas new agreement? So your boy Kanye is in the news again because after all his crazy exits that made the world label him as an anti-Semitic and had all the leagues and all the people come and say you have to pay us this and you have to be canceled, and everybody got pissed at him and etc. etc. After all that, Adidas had to separate from him because it was not a good look to work with him, right? And I mean, a lot of people had stuff to say. A lot of people was like, yo, listen, when he insults black people, nobody cares. But when he insults some other groups, all of a sudden everybody cared. That's not the subject. All we know is the people from Adidas, when they dropped him, they thought that they could sell his shoes without him. But in his deal, they cannot sell the shoes without him, and they cannot use his brand because the brand belongs to him. So they could not sell the Yeezy shoes without ending in some serious litigation and lose more money. The problem is when they went to talk to the investors, they realized that they lost a lot of money, and money talks. So yeah, a month ago or some, they did the investors reunion where all the people who own shares of Adidas. Do I own shares? I mean, where people like me want to know what you guys are doing with my investment. And I used to own Adidas. I don't know if I sold it or if I still own some, but if you own one share or two or 10 or 100,000, yeah, you own a part of that company, and you want to know if they are making money for you. And once everybody realized that, yo, the rest of the company is not doing so well, and without Kanye, well, we are bleeding a lot of money because we cannot sell the shoes. So we are losing billions. Are you losing billions? Listen, all that victimization and all this outrage is fun until you realize that it costs you money. And when you realize it costs you money, everybody's like, yo, we have to call that boy again and do a deal with him so we can sell his shoes. So apparently it's being said, because it is not yet a certainty, that weeks after it was announced that Adidas revenue would take a 1.29 billion hit in 2023, and following the end of the Yeezy partnership in 2022, rumors are suggesting that Ye may be returning to Team Trefoil. Here's what we know. CNBC said Adidas says its relationship with Kanye West is under review. Here's what happened last week. It's been almost a year since Kanye West, known as Ye, began his social media tirade, spreading misinformation, discriminative speech, and firing shot at his closest business partners. After his removal from Twitter and Instagram, and after being dropped by Balenciaga, the CAA talent agency, and Def Jam, Ye used a plethora of mainstream media platforms, including the hip-hop podcast Drink Champs, to project his anti-social views. While on the show, he started, "I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas cannot drop me," following a public uproar, which included a Change.org petition of 160,000 signatures. Adidas took action, issuing a statement that declared, "The company has taken the decision to terminate the partnership with Ye immediately." Of course, due to the swift contract cessation, Adidas was still stocked with yet to release Yeezy product, as they are the sole owners of the design rights. The rumor mill fired up not long after, stating non-Yeezy branded Yeezy are the futures of the defunct line. However, it didn't come to fruition. How much money Adidas are losing? Kanye was Adidas' golden child and generated gargantuan revenue. So in the month following the ousting, it's understandable that the question on people's mind was what would happen to Team Trefoil. An Adidas official statement from last year, where there was information that the termination was expected to have a short-term negative effect of more or less 250 million. Although in February, Adidas shared their financial outlook for 2023, which looked decidedly bleaker than expected. According to their in-house report, their revenue will be lowered by approximately 1.9 billion. With operating profit taking a massive 537 million hit. The brand has clearly not found their financial footing following the termination, as they are sitting on allegedly 500 million of unsold Yeezy stock. While Adidas are likely to still reviewing their option, the scene is rife with gossip alleging the duo might reunite. Why they could be reuniting. Although rumors alleging that Kanye West and Adidas could be in talks about a new agreement began circling in the internet around February 20, it's unclear where they actually started. Currently, multiple sources state that a new contract has allegedly been signed, suggesting Ye would help Adidas sell the remaining 500 million worth of stock. Although, from what we can tell, once all products have been sold, the contract will once again be put to bed. There are two sides to this contract coin. On Adidas' end, they have $1 billion burning a hole in their pocket, and the worrying revenue figures could impede the brand's growth. Producing footwear is a costly task, both timely and financially. So this large amount of excess of unsold product undoubtedly means some exec will feel the pressure. Money talks. And with other aspects of their business also struggling, resigning Ye could be a safe option. Financially speaking, despite the rapper's recent behavior, his core fan base seemed to have stuck by his side. That is true. Contrary to the aforementioned positive, it makes sense that Adidas aren't super interested in reneging on their own word. In their termination press release, they said Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Ye's recent comment and action have been acceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company values of diversity and inclusion and mutual respect and fairness. Ultimately, a partnership with Ye would go back on what the brand believes in, leaving them open to public scrutiny. It's clear Ye still wants to be in sneakers and fashion, but thanks to his recent MO, he's been all but exiled from the industry and left without a new business partner. And even when he went to Skechers, he was escorted out. This deal has no downside for Kanye, but a signed contract would surely show that No matter what he says or does, he's untouchable. If the rumors are true and Adidas does resign Ye, it's a controversial decision that could end up paying off financially at the cost of the brand's broader public image. The thing is this, to me, I don't know if you guys saw the brand new I don't know if you guys saw the brand new Chris Rock documentary. The brand new Chris Rock documentary, Netflix special. I saw this afternoon. Listen, it was hilarious. Listen, that guy did a second asshole to Will Smith. That guy said what he had to say. Anyway, go watch it. But there's something that he said about the woke culture in the US, where all these people on Twitter and all these people who are outraged about this and about that, I believe that they have been given way too much power. And the problem is not that people on Twitter are given, it is that all these people are giving too much power, but it is also that all these people can decide the rules for companies. And a lot of companies in the US and even in France and somewhere else are scared of vocal people. Listen, change.org, 100,000 or 160,000 people said whatever. If you have a Kanye that is selling millions of shoes, 160,000 people is nothing. But somehow the voice of minorities of people who are just vocal and love to complain about something and be shocked and outraged and hurt by everything and anything you say, those people became somehow more important than the majority of people who don't, most of the time, they don't care. Listen, am I exasperated by Kanye's antic? Yes, I've been for 10 years. And yeah, sometimes you say crazy stuff, he fucks the business. Yes, I do agree. But do I have to decide that Adidas stop work with him? I don't care. He's been saying stuff about when he said the stuff that he said that people took the way they wanted to take about black people. Everybody got outraged, but Adidas didn't stop working with him. And I didn't care because I don't buy Yeezys personally. And I didn't tell my son to stop wearing his because I don't care. It's your business. You work with who you want to work. If I'm not interested in the pair, I'm not buying it. The problem with today is that people don't want to let the people decide with their pockets. They want to let people decide with their tweets. And that's a problem. Listen, in my opinion, even after all the stupid and hateful, I don't know if he was in a bipolar state, whatever was his state and his belief. When he said what he said, the ADL and all the Jew defense groups came and they just decided that he had to be removed from everything, proving his point. but they decided it has to be canceled from this, canceled from that. Such and such called as people so that they get removed from all the management group. Such and such called, and everybody put pressure on Adidas. You have to stop your contract with him. Personally, I think that people should have let the market decide. But because all these people are scared of the market, because if the market decided, the damn shoes would keep selling. Listen, I got a bunch of Chinese people in my neighborhood because they bought a lot of houses here, as we were talking before, and all of them have Yeezys in their feet. And they don't care about your suffering, whatever you talk about in like, oh yeah, my grandparents have been, listen, my grandparents too in the famine, and the African can say the same thing. Oh yeah, my grandies were slaves. Listen, at a point, all this victim mentality is fucking up the business. And those people believe, and a lot of people believe, and it's their right, a lot of people believe that the business is not important. What's important is how we feel, and the fact that nobody has to feel offended, because people who feel offended are gonna go kill themselves. That's in a nutshell what they say. And other people think that you guys are making business difficult. And Adidas, that's where they are now. Adidas is saying to themselves, yo, damn, if this guy could just shut the fuck up, we could make our billions and he could make his billions. Yeah, he's bipolar. And he's a free thinker, like people love to say. So he's gonna say what he's gonna say. And actually, listen, me, I don't believe nobody should be canceled. I believe that, listen, all of us have to take decisions for ourselves. I'm not interested in, as an individual, I'm not interested in somebody who's representing the trans people or the Jews or black people or whatever to take decisions for me. If I'm not buying Yeezys, it's my decision, because I don't like the way this guy, sometimes there's some stuff that he says that are very interesting. He's an amazing creator, but personally, I don't like the negative energy that he brings. But that's me. And for that reason, I don't really listen to his music and I don't buy his stuff. But I don't have nothing against him. I don't hate him. I don't know him. But I don't want a trans person or a Jew person or another black person to decide for me that, are we all gonna boycott him? And if you don't boycott him, it means that you agree with him. All these people who are always using that victim mentality plus the blackmail culture, I want all them to go away. I want all of them to say, go on Twitter, say that you're pissed, say that you want to boycott him, and rally other people to boycott with an okay, no problem. And then you guys don't go to the store, but you let the rest of the people who don't care go to the store. So all the Chinese that live around me, they don't give a fuck. Or it hurt you? So sad. Your president was talking about Chinese people all the time, calling the pandemic the Chinese virus. You guys are always like talking about the Chinese this, the Chinese that. We are all spy, we are all communists, etc. We're not here crying. We still build your fucking iPhones. So stop thinking that some people now, they have the monopole of suffering. And whenever they say that they're suffering or they're offended or whatever they say, XYZ, everybody has to stop whatever they do, stop their businesses, stop making their money just because you guys are offended. And you have the right to be offended, but other people have the right to not care, because you guys don't care about other people. Listen, again, the king of Belgium, when he was the owner of Congo, he killed way more Congolese people. The war that is going on the last 25 years in the east of Congo killed another 10 million. So we're talking about 25 million Congolese people who got killed in all these time. It's more than you guys, but you guys don't care. So accept that some people might say, if you don't care about us, we don't care about you, and we're gonna buy Yeezys. The problem here is those people, they want to play it differently. Most of the people will say, hey, because we cancel somebody, we go to the companies and we demand that the company fire people, that the company prevent people from playing in movies, etc., etc. And what happens after that is that they make the choice for us. So they kind of deprive us of our freedom to choose. I'm not going to buy his shoes, but I want the shoes to be available for those who want to buy them. And I don't want you guys to decide for them. Nor me. I'm not going to buy them. But if my son tells me I want those shoes, I want to be able to buy them. And I don't care about how it makes you feel, because I might not feel the same. I might be, I understand how I feel, and it's valid, and what he said is fucked up. But listen, if my son wants the shoes, he wants the shoes. Oh, you insensitive. Well, listen, you're sensitive to my stuff too, so shut the fuck up. Chris Rock, in his special, said something that was amazing. He talked about a brand called Lululemon. I don't know that brand. And he said on their store, it's written, we don't condone racism. We don't condone this. We are for inclusivity, and we hate racism. We hate anti-Semitism. We hate anti-this, anti-that. That's the slogan that was in front of every store. And he said, I don't give a fuck. You sell pants. Just sell those pants. We don't need YouTube, Twitter, company that sell bread, company that sell Coca-Cola, Uber. We don't need you to take sides. And the problem is all these groups want to force people to take sides. I was telling something to a friend today. Right now, between the Congolese people are slowly the Congolese people are slowly being, especially our president is speaking up about the fact that a lot of the issues that are between in the east of Congo are also financed by Rwanda, because a lot of our materials are actually sold by Rwanda to the US, and the US gave them that white card. They said, listen, you guys handle this and we're going to work with you instead of working with Congo. So the sentiment of Rwanda versus Congo is brewing up, and because people are not willing to fix the situation because of business, a lot of Congolese are starting to have hateful words against Rwanda. And not so long ago, I posted a girl dancing on my song, Something Going On, and the girl was from Rwanda. So I post, as always, I post my short or my reel or my TikTok with the girl dancing, and I tag her, and I said, dancing on my song from Rwanda, and I put a lot of flags from Rwanda because that's where she's from. And a Congolese person came to my DM and said, how dare you? They are killing our people. They are doing this, they are doing that, blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, this one is just dancing. She's not an assassin. Yeah, but no, you are Congolese. You have to. I said, shut the fuck up. No, I don't have to. I'm an artist. I sing for everybody. I might understand the situation. I might understand the geopolitical situation, but I can do the difference with a girl that is appreciating my music and has nothing to do with all of that. She didn't ask to be where she's at, and I didn't ask to be where I am. I sing and I do songs for everybody. So if you are a Russian and you are dancing on my song, I post you. I posted tons of Russians, tons of Ukrainians as well, tons of people from Congo, tons of people from Rwanda. Now, if you want me to post more Congolese, just ask more Congolese people to dance. Don't ask me that you don't want me to post these people because of a problem that has nothing to do with my music. I'm like this, and I hate that people, whenever there's a problem, they just want you to take a side or to stop having fans from some countries. Listen, if somebody asks me to go sing there, I will go, because I'm going to sing for the people who enjoy my music. And yeah, if I'm in an interview and they ask me my opinion about this, I will give my opinion. But it's separated from my music. And that's the problem with all these groups. And the problem is all these groups, the companies, they just want to pander to them and to say, yeah, look, yeah, we are against this. We are, yeah, BLM, and like, yo, Rambo's on the, what's the name of that day? The day, it's a month now, where all the companies turn into Rambos. Like, it is so commercial. And this happens to me all the time, where because I'm an artist, because I have a voice, because I have a lot of followers, because I have a platform, I'm gonna have Congolese people sometime, or African people, or black women, or whatever group come and say, hey, why don't you use your voice to talk about this? And I reply to them, because I don't care. Or because I'm not interested in talking about it. Or because I talked about it and you were not there. Or because I talk about it between my friends, but I don't want to talk about it on my platform. And I have the rights to. And then they want to shame you into not taking action. You remember when it was the day of everybody had to put a black square, all the artists, and nobody's posting today. Me, I was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm posting. Because first of all, I didn't read what it was about. And when I read what it was about, I don't remember what it was, but I was not interested. I have the right to not be interested, and I have the right to not want to participate. So I was posting normally, and some people started insulting me. Yo, today we're not posting. And it was people who were not even Americans, because it was an American thing, if I remember well. And I was like, yo, listen, I respect the American movements, but the same American movements, I don't see them doing all this noise when Congolese people die, when people from Mali die, when there's a political, or there's somebody gets killed by French police. I don't see all these people. But they want to see us because they feel entitled that the whole world has to answer to them. So, if you are interested only in your stuff, well, I'm not interested in your stuff. I'm going to take care of my stuff. And the day you want us to care about your stuff, well, care about our stuff too. You know, two-way street. And no, it's our people who come to me and start yelling, and I'm like, yeah, so why are you so obsessed with American stuff? Like, nah, because it's the same here. No, it's not the same. It's different thing, different cultures, different stuff. And yeah, Some stuff can be the same, and some, yeah, we can learn some stuff there. But if I feel like you are more doing mimetism more than a real, a lot of people, they have nothing to do, so they are looking for fights. And listen, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of this conversation because it's more about the Adidas stuff. But what is happening, I believe, is that a lot of companies are starting to realize that the woke movement, which actually is another thing that the black people created and got stolen by all these white activists. Anyway, the woke movement, even if they have a good side and a reason for existing, right? They're also bad for business because they tend to be very tyrannic in how they view the world and how they want to force people to agree with them. And I see that also with a lot of the green people, a lot of the ecologists. They want to throw soup at paintings. They want to do all that stuff. They want to prevent people from going to their job to prove their point. And all they do is piss off people. And then everybody, all these governments and all these people are following them, talking about the green revolution, the green energy. But to create that green energy, it's all these kids in Congo who are suffering and mining with their bare hands all the coltan, all the minerals that you use to create your solar panels and create that green revolution. And all these hypocrites that are in Europe and the US, they don't care. They just want to oh yeah, we are green. Yeah, look, we are recycled stuff and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, don't worry, the minerals are not bloody. They are. They are. So stop being hypocrites and just go back to the reality of things. Because the people who know what goes on in the places where the minerals are taken, they look at you guys and they're like, yo, okay, stop fighting for your selfish little selves and start really fighting for the companies who own all these mines and who work with all these people to force all these people to get paid right and all these people to work in good conditions. To have gloves, to do this, to have machines, to stop using child labor, all that. And stop saying, yeah, but it's happening. We don't know. We cannot control what happened in Africa. Oh, you can control what you buy. So stop being hypocrites. You don't want to buy, you don't want nobody to buy the shoes from an anti-Semitic Kanye West, but you don't have a problem buying phones and Teslas and all these stuff that are built by child labor in Congo. On this, you don't care. That's selective outrage. You are outraged for some things and not outraged for other things. So understand that if you are not outraged for our stuff, we're not going to be outraged for your stuff. We're going to go buy Yeezys and we don't care about whatever it makes you feel. Because you don't care about how we feel. So let the market decide. I believe that, listen, back in the days when people were angry about somebody, let's say Kanye said everything that he said, some people would say, I will not buy the shoes. And that's exactly what they would do. They would go and they would not buy the shoes. And maybe, yeah, sales would go down 5% or maybe not. Who knows? And we would let the market decide, not people on Twitter. Listen, how 1, 2, 3, 5% of the people decide for everybody else just because they tweet all the time and they tweet like crazy. The more you give power to those people, the more they go crazy. and they cancel whoever they want. And whenever you have a little bit of success, they go find whatever shit you wrote, whatever joke you wrote 15 years ago, and they force you to say sorry. And even if you say sorry, they say, yeah, we don't care. We want to cancel you because we're looking for blood every day. Listen, me personally, I have any success going on, whatever, something happens and somebody go find whatever old tweet. I say, listen, what I said 15 years ago doesn't matter. You have to say sorry. No, I'm going to say, fuck you. I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, that's me. Personally, I'm not going to get bullied by all these people that have nothing else to do, because it feels like you are all becoming hate groups. You are all against the progress of other people. You are all, listen, if anybody's find old tweets of me, I'm just going to use my money to send armies of people finding your old tweets as well. And I'm going to, yeah. And you want to bully me, I'm going to send army bully you too. That's the way I do. I'm not I'm not one of these guys, oh yeah, 10 the other cheek. No. Me, you attack me, I attack you 10 times more. That's the way I am. And it really take me to this thing where at a point, I don't want companies to be woke. I don't want companies to be nothing. Listen, all the racist people, they drink Coca-Cola too. And I don't drink Coca-Cola, but when my son drinks Coca-Cola, I don't tell him, yo, you are drinking the la boisson des racistes. You are drinking the racist. And Coca-Cola don't come and say, yeah, well, listen, all racist people stop drinking Coca-Cola. They just do their Coca-Cola and they serve it to the people, and the people drink it. Same thing for Evian water, same thing for Dasani water, whatever, same thing for KFC, whatever. They don't come and say, oh, because you are this, you cannot use our products, because they're here to sell a product to the people. They're not here to decide who they're. Listen, stop asking for companies their opinions. I don't care. You are not happy, you don't buy. But let everybody else do their choices. Me personally, that's the way I do it. And I'm not here trying to decide for other people what they should support. Yeah, but if you're doing it, you are supporting this. Shut the fuck up. I'm not supporting nothing. I'm buying something. It's the same thing right now. All these French companies are trying to be forced out of Russia. Why? They invested billions, and just because of your sentiment, you were like, yeah, but you are supporting the war. No, they are supporting their investment. That's it. And trust me, when the war is over, because it's gonna be over one day, when it's over and everybody sit down at the negotiation table, all these companies that came out of Russia will regret coming out, because now Russia will not let them in easy. They will have to pay, or they will have to reinvest everything. And all these people who say, I don't care on Twitter, all these people, they are not investing the money. They don't care. So, listen, Adidas, they are a company, they create shoes, and everybody wears shoes, and they will protect their business. And trust me, all these groups that are yelling, we don't hear them. You know why we don't hear them? Because if Adidas decides that they're going to work with Ye again, all these groups that are yelling, or that were yelling 2 months ago, when they start talking, Adidas will tell them, hey, you know the check that we give you every year? You want it? But do you want it? Yes, we want it. So shut the fuck up. Money talks. And it is what it is. And it's actually, I'm not saying that the world should be insensitive. I just say that we just need to rebalance things just a little bit.